Where did LinkedIn make the biggest difference to you?
Speed, quality of hire, and diversity. It has also helped us time to hire at around 30-35%.
The interview question you'd ban forever. Hi there and welcome to LinkedIn Hireside Chats, where we explore how early adopters are reimagining the future of hiring with AI. I'm your host Neerja, and in this season we are diving into how technology is changing the way recruiters and talent leaders are sourcing, connecting and hiring in ways that are making the process faster, smarter and more impactful across the industry. Kicking off our very first episode is Vipul Mehrotra, Head of Talent Acquisition at Swiggy. With over 2 decades of experience building teams across e-commerce and tech, Vipul is all about creating people-first organizations and helping teams hire with intent. And Vipul, that is something that is crucial, right, for helping big dreams come to life and hold their ground in reality. And you are making that happen. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for inviting me here.
So to start with, and I think we must start at the beginning of this most recent journey of rethinking the hiring process. So let's go back 12 to 18 months. What changed in your TA strategy at India scale, and where did LinkedIn make the biggest difference to you?
Speed, quality of hire, and diversity. These are 3 foundational pillars of any TA strategy, and LinkedIn has been complementing us in all the 3 dimensions. The fact is that when it comes to the market intelligence, the data intelligence which LinkedIn provides, it has helped us to sharpen our search for the high quality candidates, be it in AI, ML, or growth marketing or perf marketing, any of these segments. It has also helped us in bringing our time to hire at around 30-35%, because that's where we've been able to really get the right talent at a much faster pace.
That sounds great. And let's maybe try to look at an example of this, right? Choose one hard to fill role from last year. How did your team use LinkedIn data or AI to reshape the brief, widen the pool, or speed up the hiring process while keeping the standards of quality high? And what really changed in the outcome?
Hey, a couple of interesting positions have come in through the year. It's not that 1 or 2 had come in, but and it has always been fun challenges for us to kind of really get some of these interesting roles out there. I think the first comes to my mind as the AI architect. Now, AI in itself is new. Over that, we were kind of really looking at an AI architect. And that's where LinkedIn's AI search power assistance, which really kind of helped us in identifying, stack ranking, curating, creating the demography as well as the geographic insights to where we can find this talent. And we actually closed them in a very quick turnaround, I think 60 days, and we had the person out there. And it's all about speed, the right quality which we were able to get, the dissections of each and every cohort which we were able to do. In fact, there's a new team which we have built. It's purely based on AI and Gen AI concepts, and we've been able to build it on LinkedIn with the right intelligence which the data has been provided by LinkedIn. So that's really important for us.
I mean, it is a very rewarding collaboration, sounds like. So you're in a great position to answer this. If a new TA manager joined your team tomorrow, what are some day one LinkedIn plays, if you will, you would teach to ensure there's immediate impact?
The market mapping and the insights. I think that's where he has to really understand that what's there in the organization, what's there externally, what kind of people we hire, what kind of people we have been kind of onboarding. So I think that's where LinkedIn gives a lot of insights out there. So the TA manager has to look into that particular aspect. The second would be the hiring calibrations. I think the archetype, what we really are looking for is out there in LinkedIn. He needs to kind of really work with the hiring manager to understand the trade-offs as well as the right quality which we need to kind of hire for. So these 2 things that going to be very important for him.
Crucial. Okay.
Or her.
Or her. Yeah. As a leader, Vipul, you are known to encourage your people to be proactive rather than reactive. So the lessons from this experience will likely help your teams stay a step ahead, right? What are your top learnings from an org perspective from using LinkedIn Recruiter and jobs at scale? And what will you continue, stop, or change next quarter?
Okay, so I think continue, if I have to really talk about, we do continue on the narratives around data. I think the storytelling would be an important aspect for us, and it has to be backed by data. As I reiterated before, the fact is that the recruiter is now a talent advisor and he needs to be backed by data. So that's something which I'm going to continue always. What will I stop? I think the biggest thing which is there is that don't treat job postings as one-time ads. Okay, and it's going to be important that this has to be created as an opportunity to give out the real stories when it comes to every job posting. The fact is that you have an opportunity to give out the culture of what Swiggy stands for, what are the kind of hiring we are doing, or even the fact that what kind of person will thrive in this environment. So I think these are 3-4 aspects which will be very important for me to continue. Change, I think the new initiatives which AI which LinkedIn is bringing in, I think that's something which I really am looking forward for. It will help me in the quality of engagement and the precision of engagement. Both are important for us. The place where we are kind of hiring the talent, how are we engaging with them, and what are they looking out for in an organization. I think all 3 aspects are going to be important.
Well, we've covered some important takeaways and best practices, but Vipul, now might be a good time for us to step into the unknown, get to the stories that you don't often hear, but in which one might find the kind of wisdom only experience can teach you. Tell us about a hiring call you would make differently today and a sticky note reminder that you got out of it.
To be honest, we have dealt with a lot of different aspects of hiring. In my tenure of around 20 years, there have been like different occasions where I would have said that, okay, this should have not happened, and we need to kind of really relook into the ways of working. When I joined Swiggy, and one of the things which really comes out of in the whole thought process was that we were hiring a lot of smart people, good backgrounds, good pedigree, a lot of intellectual understanding, but somewhere, we were not role specific, and that's where we kind of started understanding that, look, a role is an important aspect for the person to succeed, and that's where we kind of really tweaked the changes out there. We were hiring folks for locations, and they were handling people, but we were not evaluating for people management or in the org building aspect, and that's where we kind of were looking at a lot of attrition, a lot of issues around how do we kind of really build to succeed, and that's where we realized that something is missing, and we went into the competency check. We realized that this is an aspect of the role, so we really had to kind of really get the whole process right, put in very clear questions around the evaluation when it comes to people management, and it was a big change for us after that.
Yeah, I'm sure an experience like that also does sharpen your hiring instincts, right, at the end of the day. And what's that one sticky note reminder that that came out of this entire experience for you?
Ask for questions around role, get the clarity right. I think that's one of the things which came out really sharp for us.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Vipul, you're generally on the other side of the table asking the questions, but we thought it might be fun to put you in the hot seat and see how you handle the pressure on our rapid fire round. So it's time to think fast. The interview question you'd ban forever. What is it, and what would you ask instead?
Tell me something about yourself. I think it's a very lazy question, overused. It just gives you a real refresh of the resume which has been already sent to you. The one question which I would like to ask is, which is the decision which you are proud of, okay, and how did you arrive to that, and what was what was the tough call which you had to take. I think this will give a clarity around what the person values, how is he going to handle the ambiguity, and how he thinks. That's where I would kind of bank on.
That's a good one, and it's also the more interesting question to prepare for rather than tell me about yourself. One HR TA myth you'd love to bust.
Great hiring needs time. I think it's not that great hiring needs time, it needs clarity. The fact is that at times we are not having the clarity to kind of go behind the right candidate. So that's where I would say.
Okay. The one superpower you think every TA must have.
Pattern recognition. I think that's going to be very important. The way you are able to understand the potential of the candidate, the business impact, the cultural fit, and also the fact that how the business is shaping. These are places where the TA needs to understand that how do we kind of really build our strategy on.
The signal you look for first in a candidate, what is it and how do you spot it fast?
The ability to turn chaos into clarity. And that's something which I'm really looking out for in a candidate.
Okay. Finally, what is one green flag in interviews and what is a pet peeve that you dread?
Okay, green flag is how the candidate is able to connect the dots. For me, that would be very important. And pet peeve is dodge accountability, externalization. That's something which really, I don't appreciate that.
Vipul, you handle that like a pro and no surprises there. Thank you for taking us behind the scenes of how great hiring decisions are made. It's been great having you here on LinkedIn Hireside Chats.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And to those of you watching, Vipul's sticking around to share 3 ways in which you can raise quality without slowing down on Masterclass in a minute.
3 ways to raise quality without slowing down. Number 1, clarity kills chaos. Get as much as clarity as possible. Ask the right questions about the role and you will be there. Number 2, maintain consistency. Get to know what the hiring managers are looking for and the panel evaluation has to be right. Number 3, the truth about quality lives in the outcome. Always do a retro. Review the outcomes post-hiring.